Hello everyone! Some of you guys might remember my first couple of videos regarding my little mobile game that I'm developing. Um, I called the game Evolution X, which is a project title and might change in the future. So I apologize for not getting back to you sooner, but a couple of real life things got in the way, including the fact that my MacBook broke. Don't ask me, long story, but accidents happens. However, the good news is I didn't lose my progress because last week I was able to get the data back from my MacBook, and fortunately I was able to restore the state of Evolution X and with my most recent changes. So I want to show you guys what I've been working on, and I must say it's looking pretty good so far. Um, I must admit I'm not 100% sure what I demoed to you guys last time, so we'll just get you the entire rundown. So even if you haven't seen my previous episodes about Evolution X, you will still see what I've been working on and what my future plans are. Um, so yeah, the, I'm currently working on I call it creature phase, a nice little reference to Spore. Um, uh, you can see the creature phase. Um, you look at the creature stage right now, and the idea of the creature state is that you control one individual of your species that is representative of all the creatures in your entire of your entire race. um, so you basically have three goals in this phase. You make sure um, that you get enough food, that you mate as much as possible, and that you also avoid predators. You have to do all of those things within the turn limit. So as you can see, whenever I move around, the counter in the top right corner decreases. Right now, there's really no stopping point when the counter reaches zero. That's something that I need to take care of at some point. But the cool thing about that is it will give us some more time to roam around, and I can show you guys what you can do in the world at this point in time. All right, so as you can see, we found a potential mate right next to us. So all you gotta do is to walk to an adjacent tile, and boom, you can see that we spawned an offspring, and a heart appeared on the top right corner, indicates that we made it exactly one time. So if I press the space bar, we can start eating berries, and as you can see, the food bar slowly increases. For an ideal game, you need to make sure that your fuel bar is completely populated. I can actually show it to you guys. Oh, and we also see a spider, which is a new addition in the last build. Let me talk about the spiders in a little bit. So let's actually focus on the food situation here. As you can also see, eating doesn't doesn't end your current turn, which is a bug that I need to take care of. As you can see, the spiders are not moving around while I'm feeding, which they should. So that's something I need to tackle on next. And also make the spiders a little bit smarter. Oh, those are a whole bunch of spiders here. But yeah. Boom. So now the entire food icon bar turns golden, which basically indicates I'm done feeding. So now can worry about getting late as much as possible. So here's one female blob. Oh yeah, another bug, another one, and so on and so forth. So obviously, in the final game, you need to do that within a time limit. As more you mate, as more new creatures you have in the upcoming phases. Um, if you want to get if you're a newcomer and you want to get a good idea what the game is about, it is supposed to be a remake of a very rare uh, video game that was released, I believe, only in Germany for Windows 3.1. It's called Q-Pop. I have a Let's Play series where I'm playing a little bit of Q-Pop, which I believe I haven't finished yet. It's on my list to do. Don't judge me. It's just I have I have the habit of taking too many projects onto myself at once. That's something I really want to work on and I really want to correct. So please call me out whenever I start slacking or start something new. I really want to grow my YouTube presence, and you guys are very important to me. So just let me know what you want to see, what you want me to focus on. I appreciate any form of input. So, okay, that being said, enough whining on my side. Um, the spiders, yes. So the spiders is a more recent addition, and so they basically spawn in certain places on the map, and currently they're pretty dumb. So I basically gave them a temporary AI, and with AI I mean no AI at all. So all they really do is just to walk in random directions. But obviously, I want at some point give them some more intelligence so that they have a field of vision, and when you enter their field of vision, they start to chase you. And depending on your speed versus their speed, you might be able to outrun them. Otherwise, you might be able to outsmart them. So I will figure out the details. But right now, it's actually kind of difficult to get caught, especially when they have since they run into the habit of running, yeah, into you, which obviously should never happen in production. So let me try to get caught by this dumb spider. Come on, I know you want to eat me. Come on. At least we get some. Ah, here we go. So yeah, as you can see, we have now a skull, represents one death, and then the amount, depending on how many times you get killed in the game world, it determines how many of your existing specimen die in the world view. So that's the overall game mechanics. So if you don't consume enough food, um, you're you might lose some random specimen in your overall world map in the I call it the strategic phase. Um, then if you get for every kill, you also lose a couple of specimen and the number of hearts, um, plus your um, let's say your stats in fertility will determine how many new specimen you get after a completed creature phase, so that you can use those specimens to repopulate the lost ones, expand your territory, try to take away land from your competitors, and so on and so forth. So I have a prototype of the of of the strategic phase that I've developed a long time ago. So I need to find the source code, and maybe I can kind of integrate that into this into the current prototype. Um, so yeah. So in the final game, um, the game will consist of three phases. Phase number one is the strategic phase, where you can see the entire world and you can place your specimen on each tile. So it's like the battle of the species. The second phase is where you allocate your evolution point to various properties of your species, like fertility, attack, defense, adoption to certain kind of food. And right now we only have the blueberries, but in future builds we'll have, I believe, 5 to 6 different plant types that you can eat. So yeah, and then in the third phase is what you see right now. It's the creature phase, where you walk around and then you um, control one specimen that represents your entire species. So yeah, so I have a lot of more stuff on my plate when it comes to refining the. Oh, why didn't I die? Oh, no, I did. Yeah, so don't claim it's bug free. It's still pretty in early development. I also again need to find a 2D artist that makes the entire game a little more prettier. So right now there's really like some random stuff that I found online. The only thing that I did myself, and I'm really proud of it, are the blueberries. That is really, what did I? What's the uh, it's been a while since I built the blueberries. I think I used Photoshop Illustrator for that. Or was it GIMP? Ah, I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, so I basically built those blueberries myself. I'm actually curious what the name of. Anyway, I will look it up, and I will add it into the description. So sorry about that. So yeah, I basically built those blueberries myself, mostly because I needed those blueberries in multiple stages. But yeah, I'm at some point, as soon as I find somebody I can work with, I'm planning on revamping the entire user interface and give the game a more coherent art style. So yeah, I found the blob completely animated, and so it was simple enough, so it served pretty well as a prototype creature. But yeah, I kind of want to have some more exotic, interesting, funny-looking creatures. So again, if you look at my Q-Pop Let's Play, you will see what kind of funky specimen the original game had. So alright, I believe that actually took longer than I expected, so thank you for sticking around, and I will let you guys know as soon as I made some other major progresses. So check out also my Don't Starve Let's Play that I started last night. Yeah, so let me know what you think, let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, and if you want me to cover particular topics. As a matter of fact, I'm also considering creating a little Let's Code series where we will develop an Android/iPhone game together. I've already a pretty good idea what we could do. It is simple enough for a video series like that. So yeah, let me know, and I will see you next time, and have a good one.